Family, how y'all doing? I just wanted to get on and say it's a lot of my people out here teaching that lie that Esau the white man, Esau not the white man. How can Esau be the white man when his mother melanated, father melanated, and his brother melanated? So if you out here teaching that lie, remember this: all liars have their place in that lake that burning with fire and brimstone. So if you are a person under that teaching, get away from under it. Because now you're going to be regurgitating that same lie, teaching it to other people, and causing them to stumble and teaching that lie. Just like the person who taught you caused you to stumble and teach that lie, and now your soul is at risk of going to that lake. So do me a favor, grab your Bible and start studying and showing yourself approved. Shalom.
Shalom. This is Brother Samak. Before I do anything, I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who do rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect that are scattered abroad. And with that, once again, this is Brother Samak coming at you with another lesson. Lord willing, this is edifying. So, man, there's a lot of these people, man, just come out of nowhere and out of the woodworks, man, and really, you got Jake, and all types of different mess, man. You know, some of them believe that the Messiah, Yahushai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, they believe that he is not meant to be worshipped, and some guys that say that the New Testament is not there. You have to believe in the Old Testament. You got guys that say the Old Testament is done away with and all this stuff. Man, you got a lot of stuff going on now. And now you got this. Esau is not the white man, the so-called white man. And then if you listen, they say, oh no, he's not the white man. And then he doesn't say who it is, man. And you see Jake, man, look at this. Jake is confused, man. I mean, this is one comment right here. It says Esau is still the seed of Abraham. He will be saved. You clearly have not read Romans, buddy. You clearly have not read Romans the 9th chapter. Okay? Because this clearly cuts the those that come from Abraham's line. Because it goes into Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. If it goes through that line, then you're good. But guess what? Again, majority of these other nations, no, they can't build with us, man. Okay, you're trying to save Esau, man, and trying to save the so-called white man, but it's not gonna happen, man. Okay, they love massa, man. They just love massa, and they just want to continue to try to save Esau and everything. And it's just crazy because so many scriptures that prove that Esau is the so-called white man. And I'm gonna get into some things, and Lord will that this is edifying. First, I'm gonna go to what we always. Well, we haven't done in a while, but what we bring out all the time is first, let me just do this. Nope, not that. There we go. This is Job chapter 9 and verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Where is he? Where and who is he? Who is he? Who's the wicked? Who's ruling right now? Who's the one that changed everything and whitewashed it? Who? Okay? That's number one, right? Matter of fact, oh man, it's just so many things, man. Because and one of the guys, one of the comments said, if Esau is not the so-called white man, then we have another captivity to go in. That's pretty much what you're saying. Because if Esau is ruling right now, not Esau, Slakia. To them is not Esau. So the so-called white man is ruling right now. So we have to figure out who is the one that's gonna be ruling next then. Because last time I checked, which I'm gonna get. Okay, Salaki. Let me just do this real quick. Right? Because if that's the case, okay, so why the scriptures say that Esau is going to be the end of the world, right? Let's get into it. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 6 and verse 7. It says, Then answered I and said, What shall be the parting asunder of the times? And when shall be the end of it, of the first, and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, From Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. And that is symbolic for his kingdom. Symbolic for Jacob tearing down Esau. Okay, bringing down Esau from his rulership. It says, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So right then and there, what does that mean? The end of the world, right? So in the end, Esau is going to be ruling in the end, and Jacob is going to be the beginning of that end. Okay, let's get what's that? Let's get Daniel chapter 7 verse 18, I believe. Yep. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. Okay. So in the end, we know that Esau at the end of this is going to be ruling. So you're pretty much saying that this isn't the end of it. So you're saying we're going to go through another captivity. That's pretty much what you're saying. Okay. What else is there? Salakia. I can go to because again, it even said, and this is another thing, Deuteronomy 28, right? Because it said we won't see this anymore again. This is Deuteronomy 28 and verse 68. And the Lord, the Yahweh, shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I speak unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And you don't see any more, right? This is the last captivity. It says, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. Buy goes into redeem. So we're not going to have any redeemer, as we see right now, man. So this is prophecy that happened to us. Okay? And we see that. So now it's like, okay, who is Esau? He didn't even say who it is. You know, I think he said something about it's mixed in with, like, I don't make no daggone sense. Let's go to Genesis. Genesis 25. Genesis chapter 25 and verse 25. Matter of fact, let's start up. It says 23. And the Lord, Salakia, and the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. See that? Two nations and 2 manner of people. 2 different, completely different people. They're making it seem as though Esau and Jacob, Jacob and Esau were in the same. Because you go into the comments too, he's saying they were twin brothers. Okay, yeah, they were twin brothers, but they were different. They were different. They were complete opposite. It says, and the one people, right? It says, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people. And you see that now, man. It says, and the elder shall serve the younger. You see that now. Esau, Edom, he's the weaker one, man. Look at the sports, man. Look how crazy how Jake is whooping Esau, man. You know, throughout these sports, man. Jake is killing it. It says, and when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red, all over like an hairy garment. And then and they called his name Esau. Okay? So look, this red is not the same red as far as where it talks about in David. David, when it was talked about ruddy, right? David was a red to where it's like a like, and it goes into it. It talks about that, how like like I can't put the name in it. I probably can look it up. Let me see if I can. Let me see. So I just did something on ChatGPT as far as giving the image of like the red, like it's red dark skin, like that. That's would be more precise where it comes to David David being ruddy. But when it talks about Esau Edom, because Esau Edom was cursed, with the mark of Cain. So the Esau Edom had the curse of Cain, the mark to show, because it talks about that, to show who he is basically, and it was the wipe away of the pigmentation, man. So here it is, and you got to think too, man, because there was no such thing as so-called white people back then, man. There was no like and that you know, nah, man. Ain't no way as far as back then, man. Like until Esau, of course, but like he was, and this is another thing too. Everyone had like some type of melanin in them, you know. But you see now what so-called white people, they can't. Sun is supposed to help you, but sun is not helping these so-called white people. It's actually the opposite. It does bad to them. You know, they end up turning what? Red. When they come out of the womb, they come out red. Okay, it says, yeah, all over like hairy garment. His name was Esau, and they didn't describe Jacob. Why is that? You know, so it's just like, why didn't they describe Jacob and how he looked? Okay. What's it? And it goes in, bro, hold up. And it goes into it too. I didn't even finish. I forgot about that. It goes into the customs of what he does. It says after that came out his brother, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare him. It says, and the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. So let's be honest. If we put that together to right now, you don't think that Esau, Edom, you don't think that these so-called white people are out there on the sheer cold out there hunting. Come on, man. That's the characteristics, man. It says, and Isaac loved Esau, but because he did eat of his venison, but Rebekah loved Jacob. Okay, so you can't tell me, man, that again in the last days, and these are considered to be the last days. In the last days, Esau is going to be ruling. He's been ruling even at this time, with the time of Yahushai, man. Okay, because again, when it comes to the Romans, right? The Romans, and again, we talked about this too. How this is just the reincarnation of Rome. Rome that fell. It talks about that, man, in Revelation. You know, the Romans, the same people that ruled in Rome is the same people now, man. It's no different. Okay? Those same people, those same men are here today. Okay? So there's no way, man, that anyone else could fit this bill, man, besides the so-called white man. Okay? But I don't want to make this too long, but it's just crazy how our people are really lost in the sauce, man, and just want to continue to try to save the so-called white man, man. And you know, it's sad, man. But it is what it is, man. Everything's gonna be turned right side up when the Lord comes back, you know, and he's gonna set things straight. But with that, I pray that you've been edified. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rachak, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, a great millstone who do rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect that are scattered abroad. And with that, I say, Shalom.